Two boxes are tied together by a cable and a pulley. We'll assume that the strings are very light and that the pulley is very light, so we don't need to consider them. They will accelerate as a system around in this direction. So let's make that direction positive. Okay, and we'll assume that this surface here does not have any friction associated with it. So we'll need a systems of equations. Let's look at the 25 kilogram box first. So straight down, force gravity, upwards, force tension. So let's write that equation. The force net is going to equal force gravity minus force tension. Now notice how we've made this direction positive, so the direction for force or gravity in this direction would be positive for it. Now looking at the box over here, we'll have force gravity X pulling it down the incline. And since there's no friction, we don't need to consider anything with force gravity Y. And going up this way would be force tension. So force net for that box is going to equal force tension minus force gravity X. Again, notice how this direction is negative and going this way is positive for it. Okay, let's put numbers in for this then. So we'll have 25A is equal to force gravity 25 times 9.8 minus force tension. Okay, and this one here is going to be 7A is equal to force tension minus 7 times 9.8 times the sine of the angle, and the angle is 27 degrees. Okay. Now we have two equations with two unknowns. We'll need to do the systems of equations. Let me rewrite this equation underneath here, and then we'll add the two equations together and solve for acceleration. So I've got 7A is equal to force tension minus 7 times 9.8 times the sine of 27. Now we need to add both equations together. Okay, this becomes 32A is equal to 25 times 9.8 minus 7 times 9.8 times the sine of 27. Now we have one variable, we can find the acceleration. Okay, and the acceleration has a value of 6.7 meters per second squared. Second part of this is to find the tension force. We can choose either equation and put 6.7 in for acceleration. I'll choose the top equation, it's a little simpler. So then I'll go 25 times 6.7 equals 25 times 9.8 minus force tension. And then we solve for force tension and we get 78 newtons.